I trade what it's in front of me. Okay, I'm not going to just guess things. I'm going to use my experience, and I'm going to watch certain things. So what do I watch when it comes to market tops, market bottoms? There are many things I watch, but then there are things that hold true going back, years and years and years. And few of those things, like advanced decline line. So advanced decline line is something that I watch really, really carefully. For the last 9-10 days in a row, advanced decline line, meaning advancing stocks versus declining stocks at the New York Stock Exchange or at NASDAQ. They've been going trending lower while the indexes themselves, with the help of three different stocks in there, kept making new all-time high after all-time high. Well, like, this is bad. Then I'm looking at the equity put call ratio, meaning the ratio between puts and calls on equities. How many people are buying calls? How many people are buying puts? Well, put call ratio runs, it's an inverse kind of an indicator. When everybody's buying calls, market's going to top shortly. And that put call ratio runs between 0.5 and 1.5. So that's the ratio between puts and calls. Well, we were down to like 0.58 for like days. That means everybody's buying calls, index calls, equity calls. I'm like, okay, well, they're going to pull the rug on these people. I watch VIX, the volatility index, which I talk quite often about on this channel. There is a lot of things I watch, right? But when all of those kind of come together, advanced decline line was going down, market was making new highs. Was one of the dead giveaways. Put call ratio staying at 60, everybody buying calls. Another one. VIX was going up while the market was going up. I'm going like, that's kind of strange. VIX should go down when the market goes up. And sure enough, so I bought some puts, and you all saw the positions and whatever. But now I've been following this thing called, this is no joke. And as much as I don't like CNN, okay, I highly recommend you guys go Google something called Fear and Greed Index. This is as of yesterday. And with what happened on Wednesday and with what happened yesterday, at the end of the day, we were in extreme fear territory. So if you're not going to follow anything I'm following, by the way, all the things that I said, advanced decline line, volatility index, put call ratio, is part of this extreme fear, neutral, greed, and extreme greed part. Well, we were in extreme fear as of the close yesterday, and I can imagine this number was lower than 23 when the market opened this morning, right? So you can kind of look at this and figure that out if you're not going to go into it as deeply as I can. And on Wednesday, when the market tanked by almost 4% on all indexes, VIX went up 74%. Okay, in one day, it went from 15 to 25. Okay, and the VIX, by the way, volatility index always goes up when the market's going down. When the market's going up, volatility index goes down. Volatility index last time when we had the Japanese carry trade debacle, it topped at 50. So volatility index, and then during the COVID, it went up to 80. Okay, so volatility index usually hovers between 12 and 15, and then when it starts going up, watch out, because that means volatility is increasing, which is my bread and butter. I love it. So there is this fear and greed index on CNN you can follow. And this is what I was watching, which Kobeissi letter hit the nail on the head as usual. We have now had 13 straight days with a greater number of S&P 500 components closing lower than closing higher. That's the advanced decline line. So when I put all those together, I go, let me go buy some index puts, and I paid $5.80 for them. They went as high as 23 yesterday, and you guys figure out what that means in dollars. But I sold them at the open today in the 18 range. Beautiful trade. I'm not going to complain. Did I reverse and buy calls? No, because Fridays, usually reversal days on Fridays, don't usually hold. Is this something huge happening? Is the market going to crash? I don't know, man. I'm not smart enough to do that. I just trade what's given. I get in, I get out, swing trade, sometimes day trade. I day traded a couple things today. At the open, I bought them. Literally in 3 hours later, I was selling them. So, just trade what's in front of you. Follow the 3 Ps. Be patient. You don't need to be in there every single day. But this fear and greed index is kind of interesting. So all you have to do is go to Google and put fear and greed index. It'll pop out. So if it gets up to extreme greed, by the way, which it was 4 days ago, 5 days ago, was into extreme greed. I'm like, how fast we went from extreme greed to extreme fear, right? It's a kind of cool thing, I don't care about CNN at all, about what they do. But this thing, since it puts all the things I'm watching in a basket and created this little meter, I'm like, let's play the game.